So good morning, Lowell Shepherd here, Pacific Solo and the Never Too Late Academy. I'm in Okinawa. I'm here for the winter, and I'm here for another reason too. And that reason is Wahine, my Gipsy 402, is now officially up for sale. Well, I've arrived in Okinawa. I left Tokyo 2.5 years ago to do a stress test sail to Okinawa to see if the boat and I were ready to cross the Pacific solo from Japan to Vancouver. I wanted to put a smile on my mother's face, and there were other motivations as well. That stress test sail proved to me that the boat and I were not ready, and we diverted to Miyake. We've been cruising Japan ever since, and I've learned so much about boat life, about sailing, about diesel engines, about video editing, navigation, tides, currents, and a lot about me as well. And I'm grateful for the last 2.5 years. But now I'm in Okinawa for a special reason. I wanted to come and spend the winter here, number one, but I've made an important decision that's going to affect the future of myself and my boat. So I've decided to sell Wahine. She is now formally listed with a broker. My friend Kirk Patterson of Compira Consulting, who's been one of my advisors along the way. And I am now here, and the boat is now available for viewing. There's a number of reasons why I'm selling her, and I shared with my sponsors, my patrons, several weeks ago what I was doing, got their input, and I'll share with you some of that private video now if you want to know the reasons. Let me just interrupt the video for a moment, and before you watch my explanation I sent to patrons and sponsors a few weeks ago, just want to tell you about my new book. Dare to Dream. It was released in the UK a couple weeks ago. Did a soft launch for it at the IAFOR conference in Tokyo. There were 500 people in the room, standing room only, and 200 online. That was kind of exciting. The book is now out in the UK. The US edition will be out February the 20th, and there's editions in the pipeline for other languages, Japanese, Russian, and also I think an India edition. And exciting news, I'm going on the road next year with a Dare to Dream roadshow. There are going to be masterminds where I'm going to be sharing the DARE program, helping people realize audacious dreams. So just want to let you know the book is out if you want a copy. If you ordered off the Never Too Late Academy website, I'll sign it for you as well, and also give you free membership in the Academy for a year as well. And there's Kindle versions as well now on Amazon.co.uk, and Japan will be on the US one next year. So just want to let you know about Dare to Dream. Thanks for watching. Remember, it's never too late. Now back to the video. Bye. Morning, Lowell Shepherd here. This video is for my sponsors, my patrons, my short team, those closest to me. Before you hear about it from anybody else, here's the announcement. I've put Wahine up for sale. Let me give you the background to it and what's happening. We're going to take her to Okinawa. We have a reservation at Yonabaru Marina for early December, which Kirk has organized. That will be the place it will be viewed. I'll continue to live on her. I have had a lifelong dream to cross an ocean. It's on a sailboat. I have crossed an ocean on a cruise liner when I was 15 from Liverpool to Montreal on the Empress of Canada. That's really where it was planted. I want to cross on a small boat sometime. So that's been the dream. And then that dream came into real focus when I came up with this plan to cross the Pacific solo through the garbage patch via Nima North. And the compelling image was my mother on the other side to receive me. And it was a son putting a smile on his mother's face. So that's what started me on this journey. You've all been involved in it, you know, so I won't bore you with the details. Now some things have changed. There's been the issues with the boat and legalities, etc. And the question is, she's borderline, and if I was a more experienced sailor, the boat would be fine to cross the Pacific, but still don't have the experience, and so going solo is dangerous. Secondly, my mother's passed away, so I no longer have that magnetic draw emotionally to go to Vancouver for that specific goal. And so I still want to cross an ocean. It's a lifelong dream. And so the plan is to put her up for sale in Japan first. And if she sells, then I want to do the Pacific crossing the easy way from east to west. And so I go to the west coast, either Vancouver or California, excuse me for the traffic, borrow or buy a boat, and at very least sail to Hawaii, perhaps solo, perhaps with crew, depending on the boat. If it was a smaller boat, I'd have more confidence, I think. So that's if I sell her. If I don't sell her in Japan in the next 3 months, we'll widen the net, and I'll also list her with my friend Gary with Saffron Marine Sales in Hong Kong. And so we'll find a wider market, and I'll offer to deliver the boat as well. And if the boat doesn't sell at all, then my intention is to sail her to Canada, but with the crew, and go the northern route, which is the quickest route. So I'd go from Okinawa to Hokkaido, and probably next spring, and then with crew sail to the Aleutians, Dutch Harbor. I'd love to see Dutch Harbor, where they film Deadliest Catch, and then down the west coast of Canada, but with crew, with experienced crew of at least 2 others, if not 3 others, and have 4 people on that. So that's the announcement. Being on the sea is part of it's going to be a major part of my future. The last nearly 4.5 years, The majority of nights I've slept on this boat. I've had to be off for a lot, for work, for business, for family. But the majority of nights have been on Wahine. She has been my home, and I have fallen in love with living on the sea. I think it was my grandmother who planted this in me. And then it was the crossing of the Atlantic when I was 15 with my family on the Empress of Canada. And then all my experiences sailing to date have been just so rewarding. This has had its challenges. Bigger boat on my own, rather daunting prospect. And I have just gained so much more respect, not that I didn't before, but respect for all those who do sail solo and for those who cross oceans. So that's it for me. Just let me look at my notes. If there's anything else want to go. Oh yeah, so the other thing that's coming up, I've got the book coming out next month, Dare to Dream, which chronicles Pacific Solo to date, and then it's a 4-step program to help people redesign their lives. This in response to demand. When I turned 64 4 years ago, I made those 3 announcements. Need somebody else to take over leadership of Hope. Hope needed somebody more proficient in Japanese and different skill set. Achieved. Jeff Baer came in doing a sterling job. Objective number 2 was to return to writing and speaking. And initially that was going to be Navigate 22. That has morphed into the Never Too Late Academy, videos and books and public speaking. And so achieved. Objective number 3, buy a sailboat, live on her, learn how to sail her, and cross the Pacific solo before I'm 70. Well, that third one, I've accomplished some of the milestones. Bought a boat, learned how to sail her, been to over 70 ports, exploring Japan. There's that final stretch to go. And I'm not going to give up on the childhood dream. I may have to change the goal to realize the dream. Thank you. And I've rattled on too much. So if you've listened to the end, you've got the story. And thank you. Look at this. Living the dream. And at times it's been a nightmare, but I'm living the dream and I'm grateful. Arigatou gozaimashita. So thanks for watching, everybody. That's the reason I'm selling Wahine. I deleted a long part I did about my health as well. I've been very sternly warned by the doctor about taking my meds. It was all my fault. I stopped taking medicine for my blood clots. I have a proclivity towards congealing blood in my system. I don't know why. I have some theories. So I've also been told by a couple of professional mariners that I would never pass the medical to go on a ship to work as a crewman. This is considered a deal breaker. So that's affecting my thinking as well, and that's why I think I need crew rather than solo. So just want to say thank you for watching all the way through. If you're never too later, check out the Academy. And once again, that's a copy of my new book, now out on Amazon in the UK, and will be released in the US on February the 20th. And we're taking the DARE program on the road next year, so watch out for that. And just remember, it's never too late. Thanks for watching, everybody. Arigatou gozaimashita. Hey, and if you're a cruiser, come to Japan. It's a great place to cruise. And I've got some great friends I can introduce you to here. And check out my boat for sale at Compira Consulting. Bye-bye.